Hello Virgo, welcome to your July 2020 love reading. This is a general love reading for the Zodiac sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. If this reading doesn't resonate with you, I highly encourage you to check your Moon and Rising sign because some months your messages will be coming from there. Also, don't get caught up on the gender roles of the cards or just the roles in general that I'll be explaining. It could be you or the person you're dealing with. So the roles could be interchangeable, so apply it the way it resonates for you and your situation. So Virgo, let's go ahead and get started. Your first card is the Tower. So yeah, I see that something catastrophic happening in a romantic relationship connection. This could have happened in the past, or it's happening right now, or it's about to happen. I feel like for most of you, it's already happened. It kind of happened a while ago, maybe. And it feels like with this Tower moment, someone walked away from a devil energy, because the order of the major arcana cards, they're numbered in order, and right before the Tower is the Devil card, and the major cards tell like a linear story. So you might have walked away from like kind of a low vibe energy that you felt like was no longer serving you. But it feels like you might not have learned fully the lessons from it. And that's why this Tower card is still here. And the Tower is here to bring a transformation that you need to experience. It could be that a person, you in this case, has an outdated worldview that needs to change. And since you're not changing it, the universe steps in to clear away old crap so that you're left with a clear, clean space to start over. And yeah, we can say the universe or God does it, but it's really you. Your higher self asks for it. So this is coming from you, whether you're consciously aware of it or not. You wanted this thing to happen so that you can clear away things that no longer work for you. It's what needs to happen. It can't be any other way. Yeah, so there was some kind of, sudden change, a destruction, an upheaval. It could have been a situation in your life. But this is a love reading, so it was probably with the connection with the person, where something kind of came crashing down and it challenged the way that you view the world, the way you view people in relationship. And the next card you have is the Seven of Pentacles. And look at this person in the Seven of Pentacles. He's looking over at the Tower. He's watching and waiting. So it's kind of like you're watching the Tower moment. It's like you haven't fully felt the impact of the Tower moment, perhaps. Or maybe you're kind of trying to set a plan in motion. And excuse me, this happened when I was reading for Capricorn, where my throat gets all weird out of nowhere. There might be something going on with your throat chakra. Maybe you're not speaking something you need to speak. Anyways, it's like you might be waiting for results. Maybe you set a plan in motion and you're waiting for the results of it. Or maybe you haven't done anything yet. You're just kind of like contemplating that Tower moment that happened and trying to figure out what it means. And it's probably like you're just sitting trying to see how things are going to play out. You're kind of reflecting and assessing and evaluating the Tower moment instead of just letting it be a Tower moment. Yeah, and it's also like with the Seven of Pentacles energy, it's kind of like you kind of evaluating what's worth your investment or not. So it's kind of like you're looking at the Tower moment and being like, should I do this or not? But it happened to you regardless, and you're just kind of maybe not wanting to accept the full ramifications of that. Yeah, it's like you're judging the Tower moment instead of just going through the transformation from the Tower moment. And like I said, it's going to happen sooner or later. So moving on to the third card. So the third and fourth card go together, because look at this Ace of Cups and the person depicted in the Five of Swords, the way that he's looking at that cup. He's taunting it or laughing at it. And Ace of Cups is all about like emotional fulfillment, like having a brand new beginning in love. And this person is just laughing at it like, oh, that's hilarious. That's cute. I don't need love. Been there, done that. It's been crap for me. So yeah, I think this is probably you, Virgo. It could be the person that you're dealing with, but it kind of feels like you. It's kind of like you're saying, I don't need stupid love. It's stupid. You know, I have something more valuable. You know, I have swords. I have my mind. You know, but this is a very insecure energy. I'm not saying you didn't learn something, Virgo. Maybe you did learn something and you realized that maybe romantic relationship isn't as important as you thought it was. And that's good. But because the Five of Swords is here, it's not, you know, you're not being honest with yourself. It's a very insecure energy. It's like something that you need to tell yourself. It's not really how you feel. It's swords. It's all mental, cerebral stuff. How you feel is the Ace of Cups. You really want that Ace of Cups, otherwise it wouldn't be here in the reading. You want a brand new beginning with someone in love. It could be someone from the Tower moment or someone brand new. Like you want a brand new start with your life on that emotional romantic connection level. And yeah, with this Five of Swords moving into the final card, the Seven of Swords, it's kind of like you're treating love like an enemy, like a foe that you need to defeat or trick. It's kind of like you're trying to outwit your heart. And like you think that you're being victorious, but you're not. You can tell yourself you won, and maybe you did, you know, quote unquote win, but the cost is high. And it might be that you maybe wish that you hadn't had played. Like you did all this convincing to yourself about this situation and your true feelings. You've negotiated and convinced yourself of a certain story. And now you're like, aha, I won. And then you look around and you realize you're alone and that you still don't feel better. And you're like, oh. Yeah. And I feel like with the Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords together, like you do truly at your deepest level feel kind of defeated and humiliated. But you're telling yourself you won because that's just what works for you. Yeah. So yeah, lying to yourself about a situation, maybe lying to someone else about a situation. With the Seven of Swords energy, it's also being like timid and indecisive about a situation. Maybe you feel like there's something you need to do, but you just don't know how to do it. It's kind of like you're trying to scheme your way through this. Like, how can I do this without doing it? Or how can I do this in a way where I don't really have to get my hands dirty? You don't really know what to do. Seven of Swords is also sidestepping conflict, like going out the back door instead of dealing with something face on. And it's just, you know, efforts being made in vain because the true issue is not getting dealt with. So Virgos, for this love reading, I drew an additional, like, overall energy, underlying energy card from a deck called the Wooden Tarot. This deck has only major arcana cards and the 4 aces. And the card that I drew for you is the Star, which makes total sense to me because, like I said, the major arcana cards are numbered in a linear progression, and right after 16, the Tower, 17 is the Star. So after the Tower moment is dealt with in the way that it needs to get dealt with and it's completed, the next thing is the Star. And this is what's going to happen when you embrace the Tower moment and let it do the work that it needs to do on you. The Star card is all about hope and inspiration after previous ordeals. So I see that once you do address this the way that you need to, and each of you is going to be different, you'll know what is your situation, obviously, and what needs to get handled. But you're going to get like rejuvenated and determined to complete your quest, complete the Tower moment, and move on. And the Star card is just such a beautiful card. It's healing, it's cleansing, it's having guidance, it's giving and or receiving forgiveness, it's renewal. So the advice here is to, you know, give that to yourself and others. And that is what you'll be able to do once you fully address what happened with that Tower moment, basically. So that's what I have for you, Virgos. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If it resonated for you, please let me know in the comment section below. That's very helpful for me. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Virgo. I'll see you next month. Bye.